This video is an overview of the question, what class should I take next in Angular? So we're going to go over how to think about what class you should take next, and the core Angular classes, and then our electives and our modules. So let's dive in. The first question is, where do I start when I'm trying to think about what class I should take next? So think about your college career, and every time you're getting ready to sign up for classes, it's to step back and kind of take the 10,000 foot view. The 10,000 foot view meaning, imagine you're walking through a forest, you stop, you climb up a tree and try to understand, where am I going? It's hard when you're in the middle of a semester to understand kind of what the future holds because you're just in the middle of taking class. When it's time to select your classes for next semester, take a second and stop and then look out for where you want to be headed.
We really want to encourage students to just have some personal reflection and think about things that you're passionate about, things that you want to actually pursue, and what classes align the most with that give you the skill set to do whatever it is you're ready to tackle next. That's
the mindset to get started with, is where am I going and what classes will help me get there. Why is this mindset or this 10,000 view important? It's really important and it's really valuable when you are intentional about the classes that you take. If you are intentional and ambitious about choosing what you want to take, there's always a pathway forward. So stop, think about it, and be intentional about what class am I ready for next.
Really try to focus in on being able to have conversations with students who have maybe taken the classes, connecting with leadership teams in the Angular community, or even talking to staff members about what key experiences in certain coursework is, so that you can know what you're getting into before you start.
In Angular, to begin with, we have 4 core classes, and these build upon one another. If you're taking the 18 credit hour minor, you'll take all 4. If you're doing the 12, you'll just do the upper level credit ones. So the 4 classes that we have are the Angular Mindset 101, the Venture Laboratory 201, and Enterprise Development 1 and 2, which is 388 and 488. Let's break down each one of those really quickly. So the Angular Mindset, which is our 101 class, is the very foundational building block about the mindset of how an entrepreneur thinks. And that's applicable to any pathway that you're moving forward. It's to understand how does an entrepreneur look at the world? How do I look for opportunities in the market? How do I understand the pathway that I want to take? Where does purpose fit into entrepreneurship? And what does this whole pathway mean of building some sort of enterprise? The next step is our Venture Laboratory 201. We've designed that as a laboratory, whereas you take the mindset and you actually get to apply it. And so in that, you will start a real business. It's a very safe kind of mini version of that business, but you have real customers, make a real profit, and essentially you'll get to try out entrepreneurship and to see if it's a pathway that you want to pursue or not. Then we have Entrepreneurship Development 1 and Development 2, and they kind of build off of one another. Entrepreneurship Development 1, 388, is where you start with a business idea and we start to ask the question, how do I know if this business is ready for the market? So in that class, we'll dive into an overview of a marketing plan, of customer discovery, of testing out that business idea, of starting to understand a little bit of financials that will go into a business. It's kind of the basic, okay, I have a business idea, how do I start to apply that to the market? Our last core class, Entrepreneurship Development 2, 488, is really where we build the financials around that business idea. So it gets very intense in business plan writing and developing kind of a full financial picture and plan for your business idea. That's also our capstone course. So it is a ACE capstone as well. So that's kind of an overview of our 4 core classes. They build upon each other and are courses that you should take though when you're ready for them, right? So there's only 4 of them, so you don't have to take them semester after semester. Take them when you feel like you're ready for each one of those in your kind of business building time. Next pieces that we have to the Angular curriculum and getting your Angular minor are modules and electives. These are much more topic focused, so you should take these when you're ready for that specific skill.
So our modules is something very unique that we offer to our community, and the basis behind creating modules was trying trying to understand that, there are certain topics that students might be interested in that don't necessarily require a full semester long coursework. So these modules are typically very focused in their area and short paced. So we have modules that range from being only a weekend long to modules that maybe are 4 to 6 weeks long. So they really vary, and we offer different modules every single semester. So as you think about kind of fulfilling your course schedule and fulfilling your minor requirements, be sure to look out for our module packet, which comes out every semester and informs you of the next round of modules.
So a couple highlights for the modules. If you don't have a business idea, Gear Up is a great module to take. It's a 4-week class that helps you identify and find good business ideas. If you're just really unsure about your career or what you want to do in the future, we have a module called Roadmap, specifically designed to help you figure out what do you want to do with your life? Kind of that big question of what should I pursue and how do I think about my pathways in the future? That's a great one to take. If you have a business and you're trying to level up your skills, we've got a series called the CEO School, and it rotates from a different type of skill that we're teaching that a CEO really needs if they have a business. So take a look at the module packet and identify which ones you think you're ready for and a skill that you'd like to learn, and they rotate every semester, so stay updated on what's happening with the modules. Outside of the modules, the last thing we have is electives, and these are a series of courses that are cross-listed across campus with other types of entrepreneurship learning as part of them. So take a look at those descriptions in our curriculum packet or on MyRed and see if that fits really that question of like, what do I want to learn next? We also have an internship credit that you can check out as well. So in a review, kind of take a look at the 10,000 foot view of like, what do I want to learn next? Where do I want to end up at the end of my college career to help you be intentional about taking the next class? Look at the 4 core classes first, and then identify are there any modules or electives that I can add to that to really round out my minor and the curriculum that I'm interested in as part of Angler.
We really want to just invite you to stop by our office at any point in time. Any Angler staff member is more than happy to guide you through any of the questions that you have about coursework and where it would be best for you to fit in. And I also want to remind you all that while we do offer classes, and that is the basis of our minor program, we have a lot of community events, and so many students come to us and talk to us about the value that not only the courses have had in their college experience, but really the relationships that they've built and the networking they've been able to do with our outside events. So as you think about and read through the course catalog and all of those options, be sure to get connected to our newsletter and be updated on all of the events that we have going on outside of our classes. We're looking forward to inviting you back on campus and hopefully seeing you around the Angler space soon.